hear me? There we go. It's finally working. Yeah, I'm so glad you could make it. The first thing I really ask is just, where are you calling from?
Texas.
Fullerton.
From Czechia,
Seattle,
Arkansas,
Vancouver, BC.
Louisiana.
And wherever you're tuning in from, welcome to Milking Ardor. If you're new here, hi. My name is Spencer Chan, and this is my podcast, Milking Ardor. On this podcast, we hear all sorts of stories from people from around the world. We hear people's life lessons that they've learned, the experiences they face, and the passions they are pursuing. If this sounds interesting to you at all, please help me spread the word, because Milking Ardor is primarily word of mouth advertisement. So if you could help me get the word out, I would love that a lot. This week's episode is different from all the other episodes I've done in the past. Someone under the name Abby reached out to me and said, Spencer, I'd love if you were to talk to my friend Melvin and if me and a few of my other mates are in this call so we could support Melvin. And I said, of course, Abby, I'd love to have all of you. So, while Melvin and I are the primary speakers, Dizzy, Abby, and Fraz kind of chip in here and there, but yeah, it's probably just Melvin and I really talking. I loved getting to know all of these people, and I'm really excited for you to hear what is to come. Without further ado, I'm gonna cue sponsorship, then we'll go straight into the story.
Cool. All right. You and Melvin do your thing. We'll just be on mute. All right, Melvin. Good luck, man. Have a good one.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. All right, we ready for this thing?
Yeah, well, I'm just mentally processing. This is so exciting.
Yeah. I think so too, man.
There's so many of
Alright.
us.
Yeah. All right. So, how should I start? Should I start right from the beginning, man? Is that cool?
Well, why don't we do a little introduction for just the people listening? As I've mentioned to Ubby, I don't know if he relayed this back to you, but this is all pre-recorded. So if there's anything you want me to take out, just let me know.
That is totally
So,
fine, my dog.
no stress. I like to imagine and describe just kind of the talks I have with just my interviews. Just that it's really more just we're in a coffee shop and we're just chatting, and the audience is just a fly in the wall. The audience isn't really there
totally,
yet.
Bro.
So it's just me and you. So Ubby set this up entirely. So let's start and hear from you, Melvin. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Well, I'm currently calling from England. If that's how it is. My name's Melvin. I'm originally from America. You know what I'm saying? But I moved here, and we'll get along why I moved here later in the podcast.
Yeah, and then maybe just kind of later on in the story, you could kind of explain how you met these group of people that are just kind of sitting in here, just listening in. But
yeah.
Why don't you just take it off? It seems like you kind of have an idea of where you kind of want this story to come from. So
I was gonna talk about my life and what I've been through, because it's quite a story, man. I tell you, it's quite a story.
Take me from the very beginning.
All right, I'll take from the top. I do want to give a warning here, because it's kind of deep at the beginning. It's kind of dark, kind of serious, and it ain't laughs all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you.
So we just gotta. All right, cool. So it started with my mother. My mother. This was before I was born. She was. We grew up in this tough neighborhood, right? It was a pretty gangster neighborhood, and she met this thug. This thug was my pops, right? And they got together, but they weren't really together. They were just hooking up. You know what I'm saying? They were just going at it like crazy.
Sure.
And next thing you know, I'm born. My pops dips. He left. He's gone. So then my uncle Snoop, he had to step in and take care of me. And let's fast forward a few years, right? We go into the movies, and we had a good time. We come out. I walk in this alleyway, right? And some thug comes up. He up on us and he pulls a gun to my mom.
Wow.
And he says, "Drop everything you got." He goes, "This is honestly real. Honestly," he says, "Drop everything you got." and then he pointed at my Uncle Snoop too, right? And well, let's just say, oh man, sorry, this kind of it's hard for me, you know. And
Yeah.
they got my mom and my uncle, they got shot, and he spared me probably because I was only like 7 at the time, and
Wow.
they didn't make it. They did, yeah,
No,
they
no,
didn't
take your
make it,
time.
man.
Take your time.
They didn't. He ran away. It's till this day, the police, they just haven't found him. Nothing. He's just. I haven't got no justice for my family, so it was kind of a struggle at that time for me because I had no family. I lost my pops, left me. My mom and my uncle gone,
Yeah.
and I didn't really have anything, so I turned to the streets. I turned to the hood, and my Uncle Snoop, he was a bit of a rapper, so I always was inspired off of what he was trying to do, you know, like that really hit my heart.
Mhm.
And so I was like, maybe I can try that too. Maybe I can make a living off of it because right now I got nothing. I'm failing school. I'm failing to high school. It's going terrible for me. Terrible because I just can't focus because all this crap has been happening to me. You know what I'm saying? And we're going through high school, trying to start this rap career, and I'm making a couple mixtapes. I'm making a couple stuff there and there. I'm not really popping off. It's still going rough for me. I'm living in a flat council, like a house provided by the government
Mhm.
because I ain't got nowhere else to live. It's hard for me to maintain my life in school, right?
Yeah.
And just this rap career is just really not happening. It's really not happening for me. And one day I get the government is unable to fund me anymore. They say you got to stop making money, or we just can't help you out anymore.
Mm.
And it's a tough situation, but it's totally understandable because I have no one to pay for me. I try to make my own money, like you know, illegal or not illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I live like where I live, it's hard to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we were just going through a tough time, and then what happened was sorry, I'm losing my track of thought here. Uh sorry, I'm
No
just kind
worries.
of fuzzy right here. Uh they were telling me I'm gonna go broke, and eventually they do kick me out. Let's say I'm in bed. It's like 5 a.m. 5 a.m. right, and I hear knocks on the door. I come downstairs. It's
Mhm.
two cops, not cops, but like the you know those guys that come to tell you you gotta move out, you gotta leave. They take your stuff, take your possessions, all of that crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? All that, and they start coming in because I opened the door. They start coming in. They start taking all my stuff. I didn't have a lot in the first place, but they still take it away from me.
Mhm.
And then they tell me I gotta leave. They escort me out. I'm crying my eyes out. I'm bawling my eyes out. It was pretty a traumatic, horrible thing to happen to you.
How old were you
But
at this time, Melvin?
I was only 15.
Wow.
I was just only 15, living on my own. Like it wasn't even allowed, but there was no one else to take care of me, and I refused to go in a foster care.
Mhm.
No one would take me, and I got kicked out. So for the first night, I had to live on the streets. I had to crawl around the streets, like living, like sleeping in garbage and just on anywhere where I could think it would be safe, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't get attacked in my sleep. It's terrible. I'm not getting any sleep. I'm crying my eyes out through these nights. I'm barely getting any food, and I come across. I'm walking this one day. I'm on my last leg. I haven't eaten in like what 2 days. 2 days, just a bit of water. That's it.
Mhm.
And this guy comes up to me. He comes up to me, and first I thought, hey, maybe he's gonna offer me some money. Maybe he knows that what I'm going through. He comes up to me, but he says, "You are one beautiful black man." And I'm thinking, what the hell? What,
Hmm.
what is that supposed to mean? And then he says, no, 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 you got the wrong idea. I am a modeling agency. Like I run for a modeling agency. I'm a scout. And he said, you got damn good looks. But obviously, he didn't say it like that. He was quite professional. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I was thinking, yo, wait, maybe this is an opportunity. So I said, I was like, for real? And he was like, yo, you look real good. Like maybe you should come back with me, have an interview. So I said, please, man, I'd beg for an interview. I ain't got nowhere to live. I told him about my situation, and he was pretty understanding. He was a pretty cool guy, and his name was Tony, by the way. His name was Tony. This guy Tony, amazing guy. And he's like, come back with me. So I came back with him to his place. And first I was thinking kind of dodgy. Maybe I just came to his guy's house all by myself. Like maybe something's gonna happen. But nah, it was all good. It was all good. And he was just like taking me. He fed me, and I was like the most grateful black man on the planet because to have this happen to you was just amazing. He was basically my savior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was so. It was just incredible for this to happen to me. He was so lucky as well because I didn't really think that I could do modeling or anything like that. Like
Hmm.
that was just totally crazy to me. And we took a couple photos, we ran it back, and he said, "You know what? You know what, kid? I think you got a real good shot here." So I kept on staying with him. I ended up living with him, and he made sure he fed me, he clothed me, and I started going back to school. And stuff started going way, way, way better for school for me because my grades were all going up. I was working hard. I was revising. I was doing
Yeah.
everything, man. I was doing everything at his place. He literally gave me my life. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. If it wasn't for that man, I love him. He's like a father to me. He's literally like a father to me. It's crazy. And he took me in, and I actually got a place at the modeling agency. And next thing you know, let's fast forward a few years. I finished school. I'm a big shot. Well, not too big shot, but I'm a big shot modeler. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm doing good. I'm making
Sure,
money.
you're just
Like
trying to stay
for
humble,
God's
but
sake.
you're doing
Yeah,
well for
man. But
yourselves,
like
Melvin.
I am, like I really am. And then eventually we'll fast forward a bit more in my life because this is just going uphill like crazy right now.
Yeah.
Eventually it's I get a contract to go to England and do some modeling there. And I go there and I end up thinking this is such a beautiful place. I mean, the streets are just it's crazy. I love it here. Way better than America. It's just so crazy. I started loving it. I thought I'm going to stay here. You know, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to live here. And eventually, you know, I just started living here. And I met these guys. You see these guys in the cold. I mean, I'm a big gamer, right? Like, just because I was broke, I didn't mean I didn't have hobbies. You know what I'm saying? I loved my games,
Yeah.
man. So I got all the stuff like Discord, and I play, you know, PlayStation, all that, PC, and all that. I started playing like, you know, my favorite game, Fortnite, and all that. I mean, I love that game. But you know, it's life is going great, and here we are. Here we are. I'm living life. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit. That's
It's,
that's
I
quite
did
something,
tell you
Melvin.
it was quite the story, man. I told you it's crazy. People like they don't believe me when I tell them that. You're not the first person I just explained that to. You know, people. I tell this story everywhere I go.
Why? Why? I mean, sure, everyone has a story to their lives, but why do you feel the need to share your story in particular, Melvin?
Well, because I think it's crazy, and I think it's really inspirational for people who are in my position, who were in my position, like people who were like homeless or living it real tough in life. I just thought it might inspire them, so I just started sharing it a lot.
Sure. Yeah. That's kind of what I was getting at, and I think that's really amazing how you're just so down
Thank you,
to
man.
share everything and not leave anything out.
Yeah, man. It took a while, but I got there. You know.
Hello,
Of
can I
course,
join
of
in?
course.
I just want to say something about Melvin's story. You know how like Melvin told me the story, me and Dizzy, and we were like actually like amazed like how you were, and obviously like I kind of bring Melvin here so that he can bring confidence and like tell, because obviously I think Melvin, like, I don't know, I think Melvin's kind of shy, but I'm like trying to bring
Well,
Melvin. Well, yeah, I'm trying to bring Melvin to like, these stuff like podcasts so that he can gain confidence. And what he could do, he would go to school. Like he would go to school and tell students when he like grows
that's the
up into a
dream.
proper man. He tells students about the story. And like for me, what the moral I got from his story is to like never give up, like always aim high. Like obviously, Melvin, he kind of felt low at the start, but because he had
Yeah.
heart, because he was humble, because he was good, he got what he got. And that's why I'm proud of Melvin, like he's a good guy. We play games with each other. Like I met him in England. He came to my city, Birmingham, and I don't know what he was doing in Birmingham, but I saw him and we actually chat. Like we went to like tea shop and we chat and we actually had a good time. Like we were good buddies and I was like telling him all that until like when he told me my story. When he told me his story. My bad. His story and then yeah, and it was great. Then I introduced Melvin with my British friends and we all did that. All good, all good.
Yeah, yeah. So how long ago did you guys meet?
This was like I think 2 years ago.
Wow.
Maybe, yeah, 2 years ago.
And did you like just move to England, Melvin, or had you like been there
Well,
for a little bit?
it was. I was there for like I'm pretty sure like a couple months because like the modeling is actually so much longer than you may think it is. It's such a long pro. It's ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous, but it is so worth it. And I just well, I was walking around. We met each other as gamers, like online and all that. Met up because I became real good friends, and yeah, stuff was just going great.
Wow. So clearly, Melvin, you've overcome so many triumphs and difficulties. What are
Yeah,
your
I mean,
goals? You mentioned that you
uh,
want to share your story to as many people as possible, but what are
oh
your long-term
yeah, yeah.
goals?
My goals right now, like, bro, I wanna be, what, like a public speaker, like where you go to schools and you start telling your stories to people and inspire kids. Like, I want to do that. I want to stand in front of a crowd and I want to tell the whole world my deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Holy shit, Melvin. I don't know if Dizzy or Farad, I don't know if I'm saying that name, Faraz, want to chime in, but what did you guys think of Melvin's story when you first heard it, and how did that kind of affect you?
Oh, yeah, when Ubi introduced me to Melvin, like, and he told me the story, it was so amazing. Like, we started playing games together, and like I can't even explain that. Like, I don't even know. He's like a role model to us, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Melvin, like, how do you see
Hopefully,
yourself, like, just mingling with people who just think about, like, all this greatness about you?
Sorry, I didn't catch the question right there. Could you repeat that for me
Yeah,
real
for
quick?
sure. I mean, just like
Yeah, thanks,
after
man.
telling people your amazing story, I mean, people are bound to just naturally look up to you in a way. How do you feel yourself? How do you feel yourself just mingling with people after you tell them your story?
I mean, I find it obviously when they start looking up to me and they start like making my whole personality about my story, like
Mm-hmm.
it becomes a bit difficult to talk to people because all they ever want to talk about is my past. But I
Exactly.
think with the right people we move past that. They completely just ignore it because they're respectful. Obviously, I've encountered a lot of disrespectful people when
Mm.
I've told people my story. A lot of disrespectful people. And if like these guys are the good example of the people who just did, like, they cared but they didn't bring it up 24/7, and they became my friends because of who I was inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Wow. Oh yeah, see like yourself kind of unmuting on and off. Like, do you have any words you want to like say, or I mean, like, do you have any last minute closing words? Anybody?
you know, like people talk about his past, but I think we should move on to the future. You know, think about
Yeah.
what we're gonna do next. You know.
Yeah, man. What did he says right? You know, like always go for the future. Never think about the past. If the past is bad, that doesn't mean the future is bad. You know, always
There's a
shine
famous
bright
phrase,
next time.
like know your history, be doomed to repeat it. No, it's a
Yeah,
famous phrase.
Hey, yo, I swear, what's his name? Martin Luther King said that one or something like that. I'm pretty
In
sure.
one of his speeches.
Yeah. That was a good quote. I like that, man. I like that.
yeah, that was good. Wasn't that in Call of Duty Cold War teaser trailer though?
Yeah, it is.
Wait, what? Bro.
Oh, what?
Anyway, my friend Grady, what you thinking about? You a gamer, bro? Like, what type of games? What you all been asking questions about me? What about you, bro?
Ooh, wasn't expecting to be asked the
on, man.
questions this time.
This is my podcast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I never really share my story that much. It's just more
Man,
about
I
Come on,
think
man.
you
Tell
should,
me a
you
bit
know, I
about
think you
yourself.
should.
I barely know you, man. Come on.
for sure.
Yeah, go on. Tell us.
All right, so I don't really play a lot of games. I mean, yeah, I used to, but I just don't really have the energy. I'd rather be
It's
doing
cool,
other
man.
stuff.
It's cool. Like, yeah. What type of stuff you like? What type of stuff you like,
Okay, honestly, I've been playing Minecraft even when like the hype died back in
bro?
like 2016. I
That
was
is
still playing
that
it
is
with my
too
friends,
cool.
but in
Damn.
secret. I picked up Fortnite a little bit. I play mostly COD when I can. I don't play too much,
Ooh.
but I play COD on the PS4.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. PS4. I got a PS4. You want?
Also,
Hey,
you,
hey,
Grady,
what
you
you doing
gotta.
interrupting me? Don't ever interrupt me again. What you
Yo, man, I
doing?
want to ask a question, yo. I want to ask a
All right,
question, bro.
I'm only
Melvin,
playing.
no,
I'm only
come on,
playing, man.
come on, Melvin. No,
I'm playing,
all right,
dog.
all right. You cool, Melvin? You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Grady, I'm sorry, Melvin, for interrupting. I didn't mean. I thought you stopped, but all right, cool. So Grady, I wanted to ask you, why podcasting, like, why you choose this as like a hobby, like, and how do you start it, and how did you get successful with it? I just want to know, because podcasting is a very interesting thing to do. It seems fun. Obviously, talk to strangers and random people.
Yeah.
Like, tell me how you do it, man.
Alright, so this vision for me just creating something started a few years back ago. Um, alright, so I was in middle school, and I had met this girl, and we just became best friends. Not gonna lie, and it was really great. And I had best friends before, but what really set this girl apart was that she was like depressed and like had anxiety
Oh,
and
yeah,
like was
yeah.
like suicidal and self-harmed. And what made me
Mm.
connect with her is I had been feeling kind of at a low myself. I wouldn't say it like is as extreme as her, but after she kind of told me what was going on with her life and how she's attempted several times and didn't do well, and she's just in a bad place, and she's like, I totally understand if you don't want to be friends. And sure, I
Oh,
could like just move on and be like, oh, that's not good for me, but I genuinely did care. I feel like I care for every human beings, whether I really like them or not. Deep down, there's a part of me that will love them for just being
for
the way
sure,
they
for
are.
sure.
So we began.
You
So
know
we
that.
end up.
Sorry. You can carry on.
Yeah. So we just became best friends, and we just stay up all night and just talking about just random shit. And we talked about going to Disneyland. We talked about just big goals we wanted to do
Damn,
in life. I mean, we were young, and we just wanted to explore
for
the world
sure.
together. Um, Fast forward like a year later, I was at a I was at a volleyball tournament because I play club volleyball. So
Cool, that's cool.
I was busy the whole day. I came home and I get a notification from her, and it's a text message, and it says, "We can't talk anymore." And I was like, "What?
Bro,
What? What do you mean?"
bro.
So I said like, why can't we talk anymore? She's like, well, maybe just not until summer, but I can't talk to you anymore. I'm like, so clearly you could tell that my best friend
Right.
is about to just cut me off entirely, or at least until the summer. And
Yeah,
school
yeah.
had just started, so it's like, what is going on? But
Mhm.
I kind of knew what was going on in my head, but I didn't. I wanted her to say it if it was true. So I just kept
Right.
milking it and milking it. And something that's very important about this story is throughout our friendship, she made me a promise. I didn't tell her to promise me this, but she did this for herself. And she
Right.
promised me that so my real name's Spencer. So she said, Spencer, I'm not
Right.
going to self-harm myself. I'm not going to cut myself. I'm not going to attempt or like kill myself, because you're the first person that actually knows that I could really believe that you care about me. And it would suck
Mm.
if I were to do that to you. So of course I didn't like put that on her, but she did that to herself, and I'm
Right.
really
Right.
happy
Right.
that she made me that promise. So fast forward, we're now at this night. She says, I can't talk to you anymore. And
Mm.
I just milked it out of her, like, okay, you have to tell me if you're gonna cut it out. And she says, finally, it's because I caught feelings for you.
God damn.
So I had two decisions that I had to make right there and then.
Right.
I could have lied and said,
Yeah.
I really like you back, and be in this fake
Oh.
relationship where I know I'd just be hurting myself every moment, living a lie.
That is tough. That is tough.
Or I could tell her the truth, knowing I've just broken this beautiful friendship we had, and
Right.
so
Right.
many things could go wrong.
Right.
And while I
That's
really
crazy.
care about her, I couldn't do that to myself, and I couldn't tell her. I mean, the way I thought about it is, if I lied to her now, I'd have to eventually tell her the truth. So I told her the truth. Things did not go well. She did not take that.
Oh God.
She didn't take that well at all, and she said some pretty hurtful things. But I knew she didn't mean it. She was just really vulnerable and just in a really bad place.
Right.
And the last thing she said to me is, that promise, Spencer, I can't keep that anymore. And it's like, oh, whoa, hold on. So then I said, like, whoa, wait. But then the message goes to green. Rather than just kind of the blue of the normal iPhone messages,
Oh,
it went green.
Yeah.
And a few moments later, message not delivered. So then I tried on all these other platforms that I had her on, like all the social media stuff. No response. So I had to really think outside the box, and I reached out to a friend without trying to expose too much of her, and just say, like, hey, could you check in with so-and-so? And I was panicking at the time, because when she said, I can't keep that promise I made you, and then blocked me, I thought I just killed my best friend, or I was the reason that she killed herself. I mean, sure, she had a lot of stuff going on. She had a lot of family issues and just a lot of other things, but I felt like I was that final push. So, 5 months later, I'm kind of struggling in school, struggling to do anything. Club volleyball, I went from being one of the top players to just one of the shittiest players, because I thought I killed my best friend. Until one night, she texted me. And the amount of relief that just came out of me was just so much, because here, after 5 months, I now knew I didn't kill her. So, behind every story, or behind every person, whether they put on a front, a facade, they're still a person deep down, and they go through their own shit all the time. And now that I've kind of understood this, I wanted to create a platform where people could just express themselves freely and just talk about the things they want to talk about. You know, when people are so stuck in a really bad place, they feel like they're in it alone. And I mean, I feel like all of you could just kind of relate to this, and just, you feel like there's no one there for
sure,
you.
man. Yeah, that was a pretty
Yeah.
deep, that crazy
Yeah, what I was
story,
saying
man.
about, yeah, telling the truth or lying, if someone's depressed and you've been with them, like friendship, and they out of nowhere just sadly just kills themselves, the problem is that the friend will be affected the most, because they think they were the reason they killed themselves, and then they become depressed. And it just keeps. It's
I
like
mean, yeah, it's
a
an issue, man. It's an issue.
Yeah.
cycle. Like this is why depression's going. One reason just family based, or just another reason that someone just thinks like someone just killed them. Someone killed their best friend or something. Like this is the thing. Honesty is just key in life. You can't lie. Like obviously, what you did was right. Like I know it kind of got a backlash, but you know, it's just that's what it is. Like it's life, man. What can we do about it?
Yeah.
That's why what you're doing is a good thing. That's why I was interested in bringing Melvin to you, because obviously what you're doing is great, and like obviously it's just good to do, because obviously people can finally speak freely, and like you having a chance of helping him out, even though you might not do anything, but at least you felt like you did something, and hopefully they felt you did something to them as well. That's yeah.
Yeah, I really do believe you could learn from other people's mistakes and triumphs
For
and
sure,
just
man. Yeah.
things they've
I
gone
totally
through.
agree with that.
Yeah, and to really like answer your question, Abby, on why a podcast specifically is just for the anonymity, if I said it right.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's right. I think that's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't require any of my guests to put on a face cam. They could use whatever language they want.
Yeah.
Just don't be too offensive. And this podcast is just a space for the people, not necessarily about me.
Yeah, man. That's pretty it's a good message. I like it a lot, man.
Thank you. Well, Melvin, you're the one who told this grand story, and I really do hope you could share this with more people and become a public speaker.
Thank you, man. It is my absolute dream, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I mean, does anyone else want to go talk about themselves?
Man, I don't think these
To be
guys are
honest,
up for it.
nah, I don't know. I don't have any story. Like, my life has been great. Like, thank God, my life's always been great. My family was great. Yeah, I don't like, I can't relate. But yeah, I can understand though. That's why I'm here to listen as well, so that I can get, understanding and what not to do and what to do. You know.
Yeah. I mean, something I've kind of heard not too long ago, but I started living my life by and just kind of telling myself is that I deserve absolutely nothing. And as cruel as that might seem, but
Man.
everything that's been given to me, everything that's happened to me, I feel like that shouldn't have happened. But because it happened, I need to really be grateful for those opportunities and things that happened to me so I could share that with the world and
Yeah.
spread positivity and love.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah. I mean, right on. I mean,
Are you religious, by the way?
I'm not religious, but I am very spiritual, if that makes sense.
That is, yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Because like we all have functioning bodies. We're all good. We have good eyesight. We should be happy for that.
Yeah.
Because people, they don't have that. Some people are deaf. Some people are blind. Like, even if you feel very stressed out, just be thankful for what you got. Like, you got a house, you got a shelter, you have food, you have everything. Like, just be happy for that, and never, don't don't be jealous of what all the people who have on the high status have. Just always be thankful, because one day you'll get it as well. If you be successful, if you just do your education, you'll get that as well. So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
always keep your vibes up, man. Positive vibes, always.
And I definitely think people get so stuck on the minute details that they need to start seeing the bigger picture. And I think that's really one of the keys to being happy, is just to see everything.
For sure. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
agree. Aria, I think we've pretty much said all we had to say. Is that a wrap, guys?
Yeah, I think that's a wrap.
You didn't say anything. What do you mean?
I mean, I don't really have a story like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That was good, man. That was fun. That was fun. It was nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, man. Thank you for the
Yeah, man.
opportunity to be here. I really am grateful.
Thank you, just everyone, for taking the time and chat with me. Maybe if you want to bring that girl you're talking about Abby, we could work something out. But
yeah.
That
I
sounds
just
pretty
love
good,
talking
you
to
know.
people.
Yeah.
All right, so I
We could be.
guess we have a
Carry
plan.
on, Don.
I guess we have
Yeah.
a plan, and
Yeah.
We'll-
Sure.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you later, man.
All right. So until then, enjoy your days. Just being on
You
planet
too.
Earth.
Dude, man. Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
All right. Peace out. Thank you, LukRemBo and Matthew May, for the music I used on today's episode. And of course, to Melvin, Ubby, Dizzy, and Faraz. Thank you. Thank you for making episode 14 possible. If you want to check out more Milking Ardor content, exclusive content I may say, and also free exclusive Milking Ardor content, check out TikTok and YouTube. Just search up Milking Ardor and it will be the top result. If you want to be on Milking Ardor, reach out to me on Instagram at _Spence_R_. No charge, free interview, one-on-one talk, or group talk, up to you, and we'll make something happen. I recently hit 10K followers on TikTok. Absolutely insane. I definitely thought I was going to get 10K, but not as soon as I have. Thank you everyone for just tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed to whatever platform you're listening on. That way you'll stay updated on whenever I post. On the off chance that I miss a week, you'll at least know when I will come back. And to finally say, Milking Ardor is primarily word of mouth advertisement. I don't have the funding to go buy ads and etc. So if you could recommend this to a friend, a family member, or share this and tag me, I'd appreciate that. And that way we could spread as many stories and love to as many people as possible. I've been rambling for too long now, and I mean it. Thank you for episode 14. Until then, I will see you guys later.